So welcome to John's Maths book. In this video, we're going to be looking at a GCSE mathematics question related to quadratic equations and factoring. So I've pasted the GCSE question on the left, and the first part of it is factorize 8x squared plus 6xy. So we have two terms here, 8x squared, and we have a 6xy. So we're looking for common terms in each of these expressions. So obviously x is a common term, and we're looking for factors of 8 and factors of 6. So a factor of 8 and a factor of 6 is 2. And we have a common value of x in here. So we have 2x. So 2 goes into 8 4 times, so it's 4 times, and then we're just left with 1x plus, and 2 goes into 6 3 times, and x is outside the brackets, so it's just 3y. So we can check that that's correct by multiplying the 2x and the 4x plus 3y. So that is the same as 2x times 4x, so 2 times 4 is 8, and x times x is x squared, plus 2x times 3y, so 2 times 3 is 6, and that's just x and y. So that's how you factorize it. So part 2 of the question is to factorize x squared plus 13x plus 40. So to factorize this, we need to find two numbers that when multiplied together give us 40, and when added give us 13. So let's work through some factors of 40. So factors of 40 are 1 times 40 gives us 40, but it doesn't add up to 13. 2 times 20 gives us 40, but 2 and 20 add up to 22. We have 4 times 10 give us 40, but add 4 and 10 add up to 14. And then we have 5 multiplied by 8, which is equal to 40, and 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. So there are two numbers, 5 and 8. So we can factorize this by saying x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 8 is equal to 0. So the second part of it asks us how to explain that we can check that the answer to part 2 is correct. So the way we can do that is we can multiply out the brackets. So we can multiply x plus 5 and x plus 8. So to multiply them out, we would say x multiplied by x plus 8 plus 5 multiplied by x plus 8. So x times x is x squared plus 8x. 5 times x is 5x, and that's plus 5 times 8 is 40. So that gives x squared plus 8x plus 5x is 13x plus 40. We can also see that the two factors of this quadratic are x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to minus 8. We can also substitute that, or those two values, into x squared plus 13x plus 40 equals 0, and it should give 0. So let's try that with x is minus 5. So we have substituting for x in x squared plus 13x plus 40. So if we substitute minus 5 in, minus 5 times minus 5, so that's x squared, gives us 25 plus 13 times x. So plus 13 times minus 5 gives us minus 65, plus 40 equals 0. So 25 minus 65 plus 40 equals 0. So check. So we can also substitute minus 8 in as well. So minus 8 squared is 64, and 13 times minus 8. So that is minus 104 plus 40 equals 0. So 64 plus 40 minus 104 is equal to 0. So that works too. So that's how we can check our answers here. So that concludes this video on a GCSE mathematics question on factorizing and the solution of a quadratic equation.